7 Little Johnstons, Anna Johnston has a girlfriend? Came out in latest live video? A deep dive into rumors, representation, and reality. In recent weeks, the internet has been abuzz with speculation surrounding Anna Johnston, the youngest daughter of the beloved TLC reality family featured on 7 Little Johnstons. The source of the commotion? A live video posted to the family's official social media channels, unscripted, raw, and refreshingly candid, during which Anna made comments that many viewers interpreted as a public coming out. The phrase "Anna Johnston has a girlfriend" quickly trended across Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram, sparking both celebration and confusion. But what actually happened? Did Anna Johnston come out? Is she dating a woman? And why does it matter so much to fans and critics alike? To understand the weight of this moment, real or perceived, we need to step back and look at the context, who Anna Johnston is, what 7 Little Johnstons represents in the landscape of reality television, how LGBTQ+ identities are portrayed, or ignored, on family-centered shows, and why a single live video could ignite such a firestorm of conversation. Anna Johnston, now 21 years old, grew up in front of the camera. 7 Little Johnstons, which premiered in 2015, follows the daily lives of Trent and Amber Johnston and their 5 children, Jonah, Elizabeth, Anna, Emma, and Alex, all of whom have achondroplasia, a common form of dwarfism. The show was groundbreaking in its own right. It wasn't centered on tragedy or medical drama, but on the normalcy, chaos, humor, and love of a close-knit Southern family navigating life's ups and downs, school, dating, jobs, sibling rivalries, parental expectations, all while living in a world not always built for them. Anna, often described as the most free-spirited and artistic of the Johnston kids, has always stood out. She's unapologetically herself, whether dyeing her hair purple, moving out to pursue independence, or openly challenging societal norms. Her journey from a shy teen to a confident young woman has been one of the show's most compelling arcs. Fans have watched her struggle with self-esteem, push back against her parents' rules, and slowly carve out her own identity separate from the family brand. In recent seasons, Anna's romantic life has become a focal point. Viewers saw her navigate her first serious relationship with a man named Colin, a relationship that ended messily and publicly. Since then, Anna has been more guarded, or perhaps just more private, about her dating life. That's what made the recent live video so unexpected. It was an ordinary Sunday evening. The Johnstons were doing what they often do, going live on Instagram to chat with fans, answer questions, and give casual updates. Anna was lounging on the couch next to her sister Emma, sipping a drink, laughing at inside jokes. The mood was relaxed. No agenda. No producers. Just family. At one point, a fan asked, as fans often do, "Anna, are you seeing anyone?" Anna smirked. "Maybe." Emma nudged her. "Come on, tell them." Anna laughed, then said, "Okay, fine. Her name's Riley. We've been hanging out a lot. I really like her." Silence. Then Emma squealed. "Wait, did you just say her?" Anna didn't backtrack. She grinned. "Yeah. Her. That was it. No grand speech. No rainbow flags. No tearful confession. Just a simple, offhand comment, 'I really like her,' dropped casually into a live stream watched by tens of thousands. Within minutes, clips were circulating. Headlines were written. Memes were born. Anna Johnston just came out as queer on Instagram Live, one tweet read, liked over 50,000 times. "My bisexual awakening is Anna Johnston saying I really like her, like it's no big deal," wrote another. LGBTQ+ fan accounts reposted the moment with celebratory captions. Some viewers were confused. Was this a joke? Was Riley a friend? A coworker? A romantic interest? The Johnston family didn't immediately comment. The live stream ended. The video remained up. And the speculation only grew. Technically, Anna did not say, "I am gay, I am bisexual," or "I identify as queer." She didn't label herself at all. All she said was that she likes a girl named Riley. That's it. But in the context of reality TV, and in the context of how LGBTQ+ identities have historically been treated on family-oriented shows, that small sentence carries enormous weight. For years, queer identities on reality television have either been sensationalized, "Look at this shocking twist," or erased entirely. When a cast member comes out, it's often framed as a dramatic reveal, complete with emotional music, tearful parents, and producers milking the moment for ratings. Think of The Real World, Jersey Shore, or even Dancing with the Stars. Coming out is treated as an event, not an experience. Anna's moment was the opposite. There was no build-up. No producer whispering off camera, "Say it now." No dramatic pause. It was organic. It felt real. And that's what made it so powerful. Many LGBTQ+ viewers recognized it immediately. This is how a lot of queer people actually come out in real life, not with a speech, but with a pronoun. Not with a label, but with a name. Not with fanfare, but with a shrug and a smile. Still, some fans urged caution. Don't assume, they warned. She didn't say she's dating Riley. She didn't say she's queer. Don't put words in her mouth. And they're right, we shouldn't. Identity is personal. Labels are chosen, not assigned. Anna owes no one an explanation. But the fact that so many people assumed she came out, and that so many people celebrated it, says something bigger about the cultural moment we're in. Why this matters: representation on family-centered reality TV. Little Johnstons has always been a show about representation, but specifically, representation of little people. It broke ground by showing dwarfism not as a medical condition to be pitted, but as a lived experience full of joy, frustration, ambition, and love. The Johnstons are relatable because they're real, messy, loud, loving, stubborn, and deeply human. But until now, the show has not explicitly explored LGBTQ+ identities within the family. That's not uncommon. Family reality shows, especially those marketed as wholesome or faith-based, often sidestep queer narratives, either out of fear of backlash, lack of understanding, or simple oversight. Anna's live comment, whether intentional or not, cracks that door open. Think about it: if Anna is queer, she would be one of the first openly LGBTQ+ cast members on a mainstream family reality show centered on parents and children living together. That's significant. It means young viewers, especially those who are little people and queer, might see themselves reflected in a way they never have before. Representation isn't just about seeing someone like you on TV. It's about seeing someone like you living a full, unapologetic life, dating, arguing with siblings, making pancakes, falling in love, without their identity being treated as a problem to solve or a plot twist to exploit. Of course, not everyone celebrated. Within hours, negative comments began appearing, mostly from older viewers or those uncomfortable with the idea of a young woman on a family show expressing attraction to another woman. "She's just confused," one commenter wrote. "She dated a guy last year. This is a phase. She's doing it for attention," said another. TLC told her to say that to get ratings. Some even accused the Johnstons of pushing an agenda, as if acknowledging that queer people exist is a political act rather than a reflection of reality. Trent and Amber Johnston have not publicly addressed the live video as of this writing. That silence has been interpreted in many ways, as respect for Anna's privacy, as uncertainty about how to respond, or, by some critics, as discomfort. But here's the thing: Anna is 21. She's an adult. She doesn't need her parents' permission to like who she likes. And she doesn't owe the public a neatly packaged, coming out story with a bow on top. Her quiet, unscripted moment, whether it was meant to be official or not, is more authentic than any producer-driven storyline could ever be. Will Anna address the rumors? Will Riley appear on the show? Will Season 10 include storylines about Anna navigating queer dating as a little person in the South? Will TLC embrace this narrative or shy away from it? Anna Johnston is growing up, and part of growing up is figuring out who you are, who you love, and how you want to share that with the world. Reality TV doesn't have to be scripted to be meaningful. Sometimes, the most powerful moments are the ones that aren't planned. Queer identities exist in every family, including wholesome reality TV families. Pretending otherwise doesn't protect anyone, it just erases people who are already here. The fact that so many people are talking about this, positively, curiously, supportively, is a sign of progress. 10 years ago, this moment might have been edited out. 5 years ago, it might have been turned into a very special episode. Today, it just happened. And that's beautiful. Anna's legacy, whether she meant to make one or not. Regardless of what Anna intended that night, she's already made an impact. Young queer viewers, especially those with disabilities, are messaging her on social media saying things like, "You made me feel less alone," or "I didn't know people like me could be on TV and just be happy." Parents are writing and saying they used the moment to start conversations with their kids about love, identity, and acceptance. LGBTQ+ advocates are pointing to Anna's comment as an example of how coming out doesn't have to be traumatic, it can be casual, joyful, even funny. And that's the quiet power of representation. It doesn't always come with a microphone and a spotlight. Sometimes, it comes with a couch, a sibling's nudge, and 3 simple words, "I really like her." At the end of the day, Anna Johnston doesn't owe anyone a label. She doesn't owe fans a relationship update. She doesn't owe critics an explanation. She's a young woman figuring out her life, just like millions of others her age. If she's queer, great. If she's questioning, great. If she's dating Riley, or just really likes hanging out with her, or if this was all a misunderstanding, still great. Her identity is hers to define, on her own terms, in her own time. What we can do, as viewers, as fans, as humans, is celebrate the fact that she felt safe enough to say what she said, however she meant it. We can honor the vulnerability in that moment. We can support her without demanding more. We can let her live her life without turning her into a symbol, unless she chooses to be one. Because that's what true representation looks like, not perfection, not performance, but presence. Not a storyline, but a life. Not a confession, but a conversation. Anna Johnston didn't need a script. She didn't need a director. She didn't need a label. And in a world, and an industry, that often demands otherwise, that's the most radical thing of all. In the days following the live video, something remarkable happened. Other reality stars, some from dwarfism-centered shows, others from completely different genres, began sharing their own stories. "I saw Anna's video and realized I've been hiding too," one wrote. "It's time." LGBTQ+ organizations reported a small but noticeable uptick in young people reaching out for support, many citing Anna by name. Fan art flooded social media, Anna and a mysterious girl with short hair and a guitar, labeled Riley, holding hands under a rainbow. Some were joking. Some were heartfelt. All were hopeful. TLC has not announced any changes to the show's direction. But insiders say producers are paying attention and letting things unfold naturally. That's probably the best approach. Forced storylines rarely work. Authentic ones? They change culture. 7 Little Johnstons, Anna Johnston exposes Dad Trent's fake setup in her home. For years, fans of TLC's hit reality series 7 Little Johnstons have tuned in week after week to witness the ups, downs, triumphs, and tribulations of America's most beloved little person family. Centered around Trent and Amber Johnston, both with achondroplasia dwarfism, and their 5 children, also little people, the show has offered viewers an intimate, often humorous, and sometimes emotionally raw look into life within a uniquely structured household. But behind the carefully edited montages, the family dinners, the sibling squabbles, and Trent's ever-present dad jokes, there has always lingered the question, how much of what we see is real? And how much is manufactured for the cameras? That question exploded into the public consciousness when Anna Johnston, the eldest daughter, now a young adult carving out her own identity, dropped a bombshell revelation that sent shockwaves through the fanbase. In a candid, no-holds-barred social media livestream, Anna didn't just hint at behind-the-scenes manipulation, she flat out accused her father, Trent Johnston, of orchestrating a fake setup inside her own home. And she didn't stop there. She named names, described scenes, exposed production tactics, and laid bare the emotional toll that manufactured drama had taken on her mental health and personal relationships. This isn't just another reality TV controversy. This is a daughter publicly calling out her father, not for abuse, not for neglect, but for complicity in creating false narratives that misrepresented her life, her choices, and her autonomy, all for the sake of ratings. Anna, now 23 and living independently in her own apartment, revealed that during season 10 filming, producers approached Trent with a storyline idea, one that involved Anna allegedly struggling with adulting, making reckless decisions, and needing parental intervention. According to Anna, Trent didn't push back. In fact, he allegedly helped facilitate it. The scene where Dad surprised me by showing up at my apartment with a cleaning crew? Anna said during her 90-minute Instagram live. That wasn't a surprise. I knew they were coming. Dad texted me the night before. He said, "Producers want to do something fun tomorrow, just play along." Anna explained that the entire segment, which aired as a heartwarming, and slightly comedic, moment of Trent rescuing his overwhelmed daughter from her messy apartment, was staged. The mess? Mostly arranged. The cleaning crew? Hired by production. The shocked expression on Anna's face? Acting. I didn't need help cleaning, Anna insisted. I'm not a slob. I was keeping up fine. But they wanted to create this narrative that I was failing at independence, that I still needed my dad to come save me. It made for good TV. But it wasn't true. And it made me look incompetent. But the cleaning scene was just the tip of the iceberg. Anna went on to describe how Trent allegedly participated in scripting conversations, feeding her lines, prompting emotional reactions, and even refilming moments when the drama wasn't strong enough. There was this whole thing where they wanted me to cry during a conversation about rent, Anna recalled. I wasn't upset. I had my rent covered. But Dad kept saying, just think about how hard it is, how scary it is, let it out. They did, like, 5 takes. Finally, I got teary because I was frustrated, not because I was struggling financially. And guess what they aired? The take where I cried. Anna emphasized that she doesn't blame the production team entirely. They're doing their job, making TV, she said. But Dad? He's my father. He should have protected me. Instead, he helped them manipulate my image. Trent Johnston has long been portrayed on the show as the goofy, fun-loving, occasionally overbearing dad who means well. He cracks jokes, dances in the kitchen, and delivers dadisms with a straight face. Fans adore him. But according to Anna, behind the camera, Trent plays a different role, that of a willing collaborator with producers to keep storylines juicy. He's obsessed with keeping the show going, Anna claimed. He thinks if we're not entertaining, they'll cancel us. So he'll do anything, even if it means making his own kids look bad. Anna described multiple instances where Trent allegedly encouraged conflict between siblings for the cameras, planted ideas for arguments, and even withheld information from family members to create tension. One time, they wanted John and Emma to fight over who got to use the car, Anna said. Dad told John one thing and Emma another, contradictory stuff, just so they'd argue on camera. Then he acted like the peacemaker afterward. It was gross. She also alleged that Trent frequently reviewed episode outlines with producers before filming, suggesting edits or additions that would spice things up. He's not just a participant, he's a producer in disguise, Anna said. He knows how to work the system. And he's good at it. Too good. What makes Anna's revelation so powerful, and so heartbreaking, is that this isn't just about reality TV fakery. It's about identity, autonomy, and the psychological cost of having your life edited into a caricature. Anna has spent years trying to establish herself as more than Trent and Amber's daughter or the little person reality star. She's an artist, a writer, an advocate for disability rights and body positivity. She's spoken openly about her mental health struggles, her journey with self-acceptance, and her desire to live authentically. But according to Anna, the show, and her father's participation in its manipulations, has repeatedly undermined that. They turned me into this flaky, emotional, helpless girl who can't handle life without daddy, Anna said, voice trembling. That's not me. I pay my bills. I manage my schedule. I have goals. But on TV? I'm the messy one. The dramatic one. The needs to be saved one. And Dad helped create that. Anna described how friends and strangers alike have approached her with concern. Are you okay? Do you need help? Based on what they saw on TV. She's been offered unsolicited advice, judged for poor life choices, and even lost job opportunities because potential employers saw her on TV and assumed she was irresponsible. The worst part? Anna said. I can't even get mad at the viewers. They don't know it's fake. They think they're seeing the real me. But it's not. It's a character. And my own dad helped write the script. Perhaps the most explosive aspect of Anna's exposé is the implication that other family members were kept in the dark, or chose to look the other way. Anna claimed that her mother, Amber, was sometimes aware of the setups but didn't want to rock the boat. She described Amber as torn, wanting to protect her kids but also fearing the consequences of speaking out against production. Mom would sometimes pull me aside and say, just go with it, honey. It'll be over soon. But that doesn't make it okay, Anna said. As for her siblings, Jonah, Elizabeth, Emma, and Alex, Anna believes most of them had no idea how much was being manipulated. They're younger. They trust Dad. They think what they're seeing is real, she said. I don't blame them. I used to think that too. Anna expressed concern that her siblings are being groomed to accept the show's manipulations as normal. They're growing up thinking this is how families operate, that it's normal to have your emotions prompted, your fights staged, your private moments turned into plot points, she said. It's not healthy. It's not real. As of now, TLC has not issued an official statement regarding Anna's allegations. The network is no stranger to controversy. From Sister Wives to My 600 Pounds Life, TLC has long walked the fine line between real life and reality TV. But Anna's claims cut deeper because they expose the mechanics behind the curtain, and the complicity of family members in perpetuating falsehoods. Reality TV has always operated in a gray area. Viewers know it's edited. They know scenes are reshot. They know music is added for drama, timelines are compressed, and conversations are spliced together for maximum impact. But when a family member, a parent, becomes an active participant in manufacturing false narratives about their own child, that crosses a line. Ethicists and media scholars have long debated the psychological impact of reality TV on participants, especially children and young adults. Studies have shown increased rates of anxiety, depression, and identity confusion among reality stars, particularly those who grew up on camera. Anna's story adds a new layer to that conversation. What happens when your own family becomes part of the machine that commodifies your life? She described years of internal conflict, wanting to protect her family, not wanting to hurt her parents, fearing backlash from fans and the network. But the weight of living a double life, the real Anna versus the TV Anna, became too much. I kept thinking, if I say something, I'll ruin the show. I'll ruin Dad's reputation. I'll hurt my siblings. But then I realized, I'm already hurting. And I'm not the only one. Anna also cited the growing movement toward authenticity in media, particularly among Gen Z and young millennials, as inspiration. People are tired of fake. They want real stories. Real struggles. Real victories. Not manufactured drama. She hopes her speaking out will not only clear her name but also spark a broader conversation about ethics in reality TV, and the responsibility of parents who allow their children's lives to be packaged for entertainment. I'm not asking for the show to be cancelled, Anna clarified. I'm asking for honesty. I'm asking for consent. I'm asking for my father to stop treating me like a character and start treating me like his daughter. Hashtag Protect Anna Johnston began trending on Twitter. Fans flooded her Instagram with messages of support. Many shared their own suspicions about scenes that felt off or too perfect. Others expressed heartbreak, not just for Anna, but for the entire family. Imagine finding out your dad helped lie about you on national TV, one fan tweeted. That's a special kind of betrayal. Others defended Trent, arguing that he was just trying to keep the family employed or that all reality TV is fake. Everyone knows that. But Anna's supporters pushed back. It's one thing to know it's edited. It's another to have your own father help fabricate lies about you, one commenter wrote. Trent, Amber, and the other children have not publicly responded to Anna's allegations. Their social media accounts remain quiet. No family statements. No interviews. No denials. Anna says she's done with the show, at least for now. I won't be participating in season 11, she confirmed. I need to focus on me. My mental health. My future. I can't keep living someone else's script. She's also considering legal options, not to sue, but to ensure that footage of her is not used without her explicit consent moving forward. I have rights, she said. And I'm learning how to use them. As for her relationship with her father, that's more complicated. I love him, Anna said, tears welling up. He's my dad. He taught me how to ride a bike. He held me when I cried. He cheered the loudest at my art shows. But he also betrayed my trust. I don't know if I can forgive that yet. Maybe not ever. But I'm not closing the door. I just need him to tell the truth, to me, to the cameras, to the world. Anna Johnston's story is not an isolated incident. It's part of a growing wave of reality stars, from teen mom to The Bachelor to dance moms, speaking out about manipulation, exploitation, and emotional harm behind the scenes. What makes Anna's case unique is the familial betrayal at its core. This isn't a producer forcing a storyline. It's a father choosing ratings over his daughter's dignity. Her courage in speaking out may force networks, producers, and even viewers to re-examine the human cost of entertainment. It may lead to better protections for reality participants, especially minors. It may even change how families approach reality TV contracts in the future. But perhaps most importantly, Anna's story is a reminder that behind every character on reality TV is a real person, with real feelings, real struggles, and a right to their own truth.